Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Amazing Frog. It's a new year and because of it, we're coming out with a ton of major updates to the channel, hence this major update video. As you can see, Amazing Frog has had a bunch of new decorations added in specially for Christmas and especially for this channel update. Let's get into it. So, the plan for today is simple. We're taking our bright pink frog, and we're going to go on a bit of a journey while we talk about some of these new channel updates. I'm going to start with the big stuff first, the important stuff first, so you guys get all of the good information at the start of the video, and then we can move on to the more minor details later, and you guys can decide whether you want to stick around for that. So, starting off, announcement 1, our biggest announcement yet. We are removing age warnings from the channel, and this ties directly into something I'm going to talk about a bit later, and that's that we want this channel to be all-inclusive for all ages. And I thought that by spamming age warnings in people's faces at the start of every video, that's not really a great way to do that. So I've decided to skip out completely on age warnings. Now, of course, in the description of every video, and we'll talk more about descriptions later too, you will still be able to find age ratings for every video. Right? So just check down there if you're in a younger audience and this isn't like part of a main series that you normally watch, it's a one-time video or something like that, you might want to check the description just to make sure that it's appropriate for your age. If you are 16 or older, you don't have to worry about it at all. We're not going to be playing any games that are higher than 16 plus. YouTube doesn't really approve of that anyways. It likes to age restrict things that are 17 plus or over, so we're going to stick to 16 plus and below for now. Announcement 2, removing channel introduction. Now this took a lot of thought on my part, because we all know YouTubers love their intros. All YouTubers seem to have some sort of intro that's special and unique to them. And I was looking around and I was like, what could I do? What's not taken? Well, as it turns out, most things are taken. And I didn't really have the creativity to come up with a channel intro of my own out of what little bits were left, so I decided I'm not going to do one at all. Now, how does that work, you may ask? Well, fairly simple. In the start of announcement videos, or the first episode of any main series, I will do an intro explaining what's going on. But for later episodes in series, I'll assume you guys have watched episode 1, and you guys know what's up, and I don't have to recap anything or explain what we're doing. For games that we're only going to play once or twice, like browser games and mobile games, I'll just use the built-in cutscenes that are already in the game, instead of an intro. That way you guys sort of know what's up, you guys know the backstory, and I don't have to explain anything. Okay, hopping into a plane here as we continue our journey. I just have to remember how to fly these things. Alright, and we're off. Now, update number 3. This one is a bit of a New Year's resolution, because the new year has just rolled around. And it is no monetization. This is going to be a policy on my channel from now to forever. No monetization. If I want monetization, I'll make a new channel. If you guys have ever seen ads on this channel, please let me know, because I turn them off, because I do not want to be monetized. I want this to be a fun channel where we can hang out, do our thing, play games every once in a while. I don't have to get worried about uploading once every day or every week, right? Or even every month. I can upload when I want without really a schedule, and you guys can come and watch as you wish. Because of that, I'm not going to be telling you things like subscribe, leave a like, right? I don't have to use things like clickbait. Again, no ads. There will be no ads on this channel. And this is a huge point for me. I love my music. I'm a music guy. A lot of YouTubers put their own music into videos. And then you go and play the game they are playing, and you're like, hey, this isn't the music I always heard, and it starts to feel unfamiliar, right? Like a game you haven't really seen before, because the music is all different. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to use the music built into the games I'm playing, because I'm not worried about monetization, and therefore I'm not worried about copyright. Update number 3. New goal. This ties into age warnings and their removal. I want this channel to be an all-age channel. Now this is something that I see as quite tricky to do, but I'm up for the challenge. A lot of YouTubers are either only for adults, right? Lots of swearing, lots of inappropriate jokes, lots of that. Or they're solely for kids, right? Dumb humor, doing all that stuff that we don't even want to get into. This is part of the reason I removed age warnings, is because I don't want to spam our older audiences with these warnings. That's not cool. They don't want to watch that, right? They don't want to have to see that at the start of every video. They want to see those cool cutscenes I was talking about in place of a channel intro. I'm also going to be holding comments that are inappropriate for the age rating on specific videos. So if it's a video that's rated 4+, and you've left a comment with a swear word in it, I will take it out. If it's a suggestion that has a swear word in it, of course I'll still take your suggestion. But I'm also going to remove the comment. Just keep that in mind when you're leaving comments and suggestions and asking questions. Right? If the video is labeled as 16+, then you can say pretty much whatever you want. I'm not going to take too much out of the comments. And if younger audiences see what you've left, well, that's their problem because they've clicked on a video that is now rated 16+, right? And so we're going to do this that way. That's how I'm going to follow my goal, because it's very hard to make every video family friendly. Families like different things. So instead, we're going to make different videos dedicated to different parts of the family. We're going to make videos for our older audiences. We're going to make some videos for our younger audiences. Of course, channel updates, like this one, will be family friendly, but our videos will not all be, and that's why we'll use age ratings in the description. Okay, number 4. This is revisiting an old goal of mine, because I don't want these new goals to take over fully. I want to remind myself of what was in my head when I first created the channel. And the big one here is Underplayed game. Now, the idea is that this channel and the games in it will be all sort of niche games, right, with small communities. And by making this channel, I can kind of tie those communities together, right? Get our indie game players together so that we can explore more games, right? More games. That's my goal. Play games that are not already highly on the internet, that haven't been played by a bunch of other YouTubers, so you can see what they're like and consider playing them yourself. Now, how we're going to do this? This is the big one. Browser games. Because realistically, I can't afford, on a non-monetized channel, I can't afford a bunch of games that we play once or twice. For every video, have to buy a new $20, $30, $40, $50 game. I can't do that. So instead we're going to play free games on our browser. Now, I like browser games a lot. Far more than I've ever liked mobile games. And that's for a few reasons. One, you don't have to download browser games. They don't take up storage on your computer. It's not a hassle to download them. You don't have to wait for them to download. Another thing is you don't have to watch any ads, especially on old Flash games, because when those games got removed, quote, removed, the ads also got fully removed, because people figured no one would play the old Flash games anymore. Joke's on them, you still can, and I absolutely will. And because of it, I will suffer from no ads, and you guys won't either, because there'll be no ads on these videos. Another thing is you get a better resolution when you're playing those games. I don't have like a nice iPad or something where I can record in 1080, right? I have a little phone. It's going to give us like 720p at best. We can do better than that. Browser games. Full screen, full quality. I also get to use a keyboard and mouse. It's better for me. If I'm not monetized, I might as well at least enjoy myself. Okay, number 5. This is the smaller one. We're changing our About section and our description. You can go check those out. Our description now has a bit of a template that I will follow for every video, so you guys know where you can find things, how far you have to scroll, and you generally know what's up, or down in this case. I also wanted to mention that if you're looking for underplayed games on my channel that you think I may have played but you're not entirely sure, if you head over to the Playlists tab on my channel, and you look under PC/console games, or mobile games, or browser games, you will find all the games I played. And they're listed there, not by series, but by game. Just thought that would be handy for you guys, so I set it up like that. And finally, number 6, software. What am I using? how am I recording? So for music, I was using GarageBand quite extensively. I have a whole ton of tracks I've made on GarageBand. But I've started switching over now to a version of Cubase. I believe it's Cubase 11 AI, LEAI, something like that. And it's a lot better. You can't make songs as quickly, or they don't sound as good, but I feel like you can do more with it in the long run. Now, of course, a lot of songs you're still going to hear from GarageBand, but any new songs I make now will be made on Cubase. And a lot of old GarageBand songs have been switched over to Cubase, such as Struttin' in the Streets, which I have number 2 of. You'll hear that playing right now. For general editing, I'm using Pinnacle Studio 22. If I'm making something like a movie, I might put it into Cubase after editing it together, just so I can time the music right. But for general editing for you guys, for these short entertainment videos, I'm going to be using Pinnacle Studio. It was a little too slow for a while, but I realized you can set priority and you can give Pinnacle more resources, a higher percentage of your CPU, of your RAM, of your GPU, so that it runs better, runs faster. My microphone. I know my mic quality has always been bad. Now it's not. Now you can hear my mic quality is actually fairly good because I figured out that you can use filters in OBS. Isn't that amazing? I'm a bit of an old man right now, aren't I? It is a Samsung Q7 handheld microphone. I just have it on a tripod plugged straight into my computer, and it works fairly well for me. Tripod's sturdy too. I don't know exactly what brand it is, but the mic doesn't move, it doesn't rattle. You guys won't hear it rattling. And it works fairly well for all my needs, especially considering, again, I'm a small-time, non-monetized YouTuber. Anyways, that is going to be it for our updates. I hope you guys found this video informative. I hope you guys are as excited as I am to move into the new year with more videos about browser games, more videos on our main series, and just more videos in general. Anyways, speaking of videos, I will see you in the next one, whatever that happens to be.